SEC always had bigger players and bigger guards. I mean, I think about guys like Scotty Barnes,
right,
who is in the league, and he's kind of pioneered that big guard, which is implemented in the NBA, which you're familiar with. Is that something that you kind of want to implement going forward?
Yeah, there's always a value of having size and length on the court. I would argue that I'll be a little more skill-based, specific to the style I want to play. I want as much shooting as possible and as many guys on the court that can pass, shoot, and dribble and make decisions quickly as possible. But defensively, you need positional size, you need length, you need athleticism to just get stops, right? And the one thing Coach Hamilton always had was about 5 7-footers on the team behind the play, which helped the slow-footed guards like myself when I couldn't put the ball in front of me. But he was a big believer in having the most size. At times we were bigger than most NBA teams. The year we won the AC championship, I think our lineup was like 6'5", 6'5", 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot, and that was normal to us. But also, it forced us at times to slow the game down, and it was like the first team to 55 wins, right? I would tend that I'm going to coach a little bit differently, just from my background. Not that Ham was wrong or right, or I'm wrong or right.
Yeah, I mean, the game's changed.
It's just the game has changed, and where I learned how to coach, it was far different than where he learned how to coach. But there always is an advantage to have size, and I think that would remain as best we can.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck with you.
Thank you.
Coach, Kobe, I said, hypothetically, if there was an ACC coaching Royal Rumble, he thinks you would win. Your thoughts on?
That's an interesting.
That's why they bring me in. No, but I wanted to ask. I mean, obviously you got a new team. It's been a minute since you've been in college hoops. You're back in Tallahassee. How has it been to throw together a roster? Which I know a lot of coaches have had to do this, but has there been something where, man, to develop chemistry besides on the hardwood? Have you pinpointed something where it's like we should do this as a collective to try to get to know and try to speed up knowing just the personalities within your team?
Yeah, you said it. Every coach in college is trying to figure this out because there's so much roster turnover right now. Like, some teams have been fortunate enough. I know Stanford's one of them. They brought 11.
I think number one in the conference, right? Yeah.
Guys back. But most coaches, and I'm taking over for the first year, but most coaches are in my shoes. They have 2, 3, maybe 4 guys coming back, and they got somewhere between 9 to 11 new guys. And that's just the reality and by design the constructs that we live in right now, right? And so I do think there is a value and an emphasis on it's like speed dating. Like, you got to get to know your guys, and build real relationships with them. The fortunate part is I've never had this much time to spend with the team before we play a game, right? In the NBA, you're spending at most a couple weeks of preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got 6, 7, 8 practices, and then you're playing games, right? And so to have an entire summer to build with a group, and then have an entire fall, we don't play until November 4th. So that much time has allowed us to do a lot of different things on the court and off the court to create authentic relationships with the guys we coach.
It sells. When I just saw you in the other room, and I thought, it seemed, with just coming in, not knowing that you guys have a good connection already.
Yeah.
I was curious though, is there, like, for us in the media, it's hard for us. My predictions, I feel like each year, now that you have, they got 12 new guys, what are we doing here, right? But is there a player that, when we look at the roster, you say, you read the publications or whatever, I don't know if you do, but is there one that you can give us there to say, this guy's going to be a difference maker for us this year?
Yeah, to me, we got 4 of them, and 2 of these guys and 2 of our other seniors, and Rob McCray and Jay Jones, all have the ability to lead a team, and to me, they all have characteristics that I really like in terms of their shooting, in terms of their scoring ability, but also their selflessness to do whatever is best for the team. And to me, we probably have 4 to 6 guys on any given night that could lead our team in scoring. and that's how I wanted it, right? I don't want the one max guy that if you shut him down, we're in trouble. I want to hit you from so many different angles that it's hard to prepare against us. To me, I 1,000% believe the best teams play well together. It's not one guy and his teammates. It's 5 of us and an entire bench all supporting each other to create opportunities and advantages on both sides of the ball.
Fantastic. Well, thank you and best wishes on the season.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it.